So, it's pretty early in the morning. As you know, I am feeding my chickens. Today I wanted to make a little bit of a different video for you. I want to bring you a little bit behind the scenes at the house. We're not at the property, of getting ready for a very busy holiday weekend. So this weekend I have two really big holiday shows ahead of me, and I figured it'd be fun to show you what I have to do. I have a long list of things that I have to accomplish today. It's Wednesday. Friday I have a big show at Signature of Solon. It's a country club at in our town, Solon. And then Saturday I have the farmers market. And it's the Thanksgiving farmers market. So it's a really big farmers market where people pick up the turkeys at the farmers market. So it's gonna be really busy. So I wanna make sure I have enough product for both shows. And I figured I'd take you along with me for the day. I have a lot to do. My studio is a hot mess. So we have to kind of straighten that up. We have to make product, we have to pack product. And yeah, so let's get into it. So obviously, first things first, we have to take care of the chickens because they're my babes. So just fed the chickens, and let's go. All right. First task for the day is bring all your bins up to the studio. So I had a show last weekend, as many of you know, and the bins, they're not even up to the studio yet. So, I mean, I'm proud of myself for getting them out of the car. So when I have multiple shows in a row, it's exhausting. So I had a show on Saturday, now I have a show Friday, Saturday. So I take breaks because, I don't know, I get tired. I'm human. And I dump everything in the front room of my house, which, love my husband. He is an incredibly patient man. He really is. So I'm gonna take these bins upstairs into the studio, open them, and kind of organize them and assess everything first and see how much product I need to box up and we need to make. So let's go ahead and do that. Who needs a gym membership when you're a business owner? Very winded. So, okay, not allowed to judge me on how this studio looks, okay? This is full disclosure. Whew, I need to take a minute. So, I've always wanted to be one of those girls, women, people that has this like beautiful studio that's white and pristine and it has a pegboard and everything's holding on a peg. I'm not that girl. I make with what I have. This used to be a bedroom. It's now a studio. And I'm in the peak of my crazy holidayness. So it's a mess, okay? All right, so let's look at the bins. Studio, there's Bella. It's a mess. So I'm going to assess what is in these bins and then kind of go from there and figure out my game plan for the day. So let's go ahead. Undo that. This is not. Let me substitute it. I'm just using my phone. I have this really cool app. Oh, it's called the Bright app, and it has everything I need to do on this app. So I'm just writing it all down. I need to make more soap sample packs. People really like those. So I'm adding it to my list. I only have 4 of those. I want to know how many salves, so I just made healing salve yesterday. I know I have to make more lavender because I actually looked at my statistics from last year's show, because I do these shows every year. And I sold a lot of lavender salve last year at the Signature of Solon event. So I'm definitely making more lavender salve today. People love that. Let's see how many we have from the last show. So, I don't have very many. So I made these gift baskets, and these have, no, not that one. These have lavender salve in them, so I already have them in here. So I don't actually think I need to make more gift baskets, so that's good. I can cross that off my list. But I don't have very many left, so wow. Yeah, so I only have 3 healing salve, that's my calendula based one, and then 6 lavender, and I think I sold over 20 last year. So I'm gonna have to make a double batch of lavender salve. I hope I have enough tins. We might be making an emergency Amazon order. Okay, so for sure lavender salve. I already have that on my list, so there's that. And then this is just packaging. Soaps, they are so unorganized. I'm not gonna organize them right now. I have a lot of soaps, but I did go through a lot. So if you look over on my shelf, I already have some. I've been keeping a close eye on them. So I have my shelf here. I've got some backups. I'm just gonna box up all of these soaps. So I know that I need to box soaps. Okay, that's good. And soap saver bags. My friend knitted me more, so I'll just put those in there. I kind of already know these aren't that bad. I did keep them kind of organized after the show, so that's good. Soaps are looking good. This bin is just like a random bin of stuff, so I probably won't take it next time. And this bin is, whoops, salts. I'm not doing any more salts. People don't take baths anymore. It's weird. I've been advertising them as a foot soak, but I'm not feeling it. And then soaps. So that's not bad. I'm just gonna set these aside, and then we'll go from there. That's actually not looking too bad. So awesome. Okay, so I think the first thing I need to do is box up soaps and get that out of the way before we get everything too messy. So I have all these soaps over here. Let me show you. So this is kind of my crazy curing rack. So I have these peppermint orange I need to do. I need to do these cozy cabins. Let's see. Definitely eucalyptus mint. These are eucalyptus mint. And honey chamomile up here for sure. And then oh, here we go. This one is sweater weather. And I have flower power. So I just made a video of it. Oh my God, they smell amazing. So let's do that. So that's a fair amount of soaps. I have to get the labels. I print all the labels myself. I have boxes here. Oh my gosh, my studio is such a mess. I'm like kind of freaking out a little bit right now because of how messy everything is. Yeah, so let me get boxes, and then I'm gonna print labels, and then we will box these up, and we will be looking pretty good. Okay, so let's get some labels. Okay, so now that I have things printed, we're ready to go. So my labels, just give you guys an insight. I print all my labels myself, and I use the company onlinelabels.com. I'll leave the link in the video notes below. And I have these cute little boxes. I get these on Amazon. They're a good size because my soaps actually are wider than your average soap. A lot of times soaps are smaller. My soaps actually, I was at one of my competitors this week, and their soaps are really small. I didn't realize how small they were. Anyways, so I get my boxes. They're from Amazon. These are the only size boxes I've found that work with these. The standard soap boxes that you get like at soap making supply stores, they don't fit my soaps. So I'm actually looking into getting custom boxes. That's fancy, but I think it would be worth it for at least my signature line. Anyways, that is neither here nor there. Not this week. We're not doing that. So let's box up these soaps. And I also realized I just ran out of labels, so we're not going to be doing all of these. I need to order labels because story of my life. Anyways, all right, so let's start with eucalyptus mint here, and that's this soap here. So if you've never been here before, welcome. I will tell you a little bit about my soaps while I am boxing these up. So my soaps are minimal ingredients. So they are a base of coconut oil and olive oil. I grow the herbs myself on our Bainbridge Blooms property. We're at my personal house right now. The property is kind of closed for the season. But like this mint, I grew this mint that is in this eucalyptus mint. This has an essential oil of eucalyptus in it, and then it has mint throughout. So you get a hint of mint, but it's more eucalyptus than anything. So that's kind of the story of the products in my soap. The soaps while the battery was charging, and now we are going to move on to lavender salves. So as I mentioned before, lavender salves sell like crazy, good sellers. So let's make them. Lavender salves are very easy to make. I'm gonna get my gloves, and they are just lovely. So what I make my lavender salves out of, it's simple. Going back to my simple ingredients, I make it out of coconut oil, olive oil, essential oil, and lavender petals. So let's get the ingredients. I have olive oil here. I have a microwave safe bowl thingy because I do this in the microwave. I have to go into the kitchen to do that, but that's okay. My lavender, and I have coconut oil down here. I have to buy it in 5-gallon buckets because I go through so much coconut oil. So let me get you a better angle and we will go from there. All right, I'm going to set my scale to 0 and add the olive oil. this is all melted now. It's pretty warm. Now we have to get our tins ready. I use these 2-ounce tins. We're gonna need a bunch of them. So let's put them all out. You wanna get your tins set up before you start pouring, for sure. Because this kind of makes a mess sometimes if you don't take it slow with the pour. I definitely poured it all over the table before accidentally. That is not ideal. I need more space. Got the lavender. Okay, so before we pour, I can't forget the lavender essential oil. I'm just gonna pour this in, and we're gonna give it a good amount because people love their lavender. It smells so good, my God. Okay, and I'm gonna mix that in nicely. This is still pretty warm. Now, you don't want to add the lavender before you heat it up and then like throw it in the microwave, because the lavender essential oil will then get heated, and I guess it's not very good for it. So, okay, so let's pour this. Hopefully I don't spill it everywhere. The double batches are kind of hard. So thank God for this spout. It's still pretty warm. Whoop! And I just got it everywhere. Yep. That was exactly what I was scared of. Ugh. You know what? I might pour it into a smaller container. Hold on. This container, I'm going to do it in this. We'll do it in batches because I don't want to waste too much and make too much of a mess. This is a lot more manageable. Oh, lovely, darling. Lovely. Even though I already made a mess. That's okay. And I just fill it up to like the top line, not all the way to the tippy top, because then it's an issue with the lid closing. I gotta concentrate. Serious business here. All right, so now that that's not as full, I think I should be able to manage it without this little spout situation. Let's see. Now that I say that, I'm probably gonna make a mess, but let's try it. Go nice and slow. There we go. I got it. I've done this before. I swear. Now you guys know how much time and effort goes into all of my products. I mean, if you follow me online, you know I do everything by hand. Which I take pride in. I'm okay with that. That's the whole idea. It's handmade. I like making smaller batch stuff. I don't want to be a big, huge corporation. I hope we have enough containers. This is the end of my batch of containers. I gotta order more. Which is good. Let's go up here. Liquid gold. All right, so I need more containers. A few more. Let's see. There's one more. Okay, so there's another. I think 2 is probably enough. Let's see. Nope, I need more than 2. It's good. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna wait for these to set just a little bit, cool down a little bit. Maybe I'll clean up my mess. While those are cooling, I'm going to, let them set, and then that's when I top them with the lavender petals, and then I'll do the lids. So yeah, I'll see you in a minute or two after these set. Okay, I'm back. So notice the color changed a little bit. They're still kind of warm, but see how they're a little like creamy looking? While that was cooling, I made some labels, and I'm gonna label the tops of these, but first we're gonna give the lavender petals. add the lavender petals. So I have my lavender here that I grew, as you guys know. So I add the lavender petals now so that they don't just like sink to the bottom. I like them to be on the top, kind of sitting on top, so people can, when they rub their finger on it, they're gonna get the natural oils from the lavender. And it just looks pretty, guys. So I just put a little bit because lavender is hard to grow and I need to make it stretch. But also I don't want to like overwhelm it. It's delicate. Less is more. I don't like, so just a little pinch, but see how it's sitting right on top? It's so freaking cute and elegant. I love it. See, these were the last pour, so they're a little loose, more loose, but it's absolutely beautiful. We got, let's see how many we made. I did look at my numbers while I was waiting for these to set up. I did sell, I thought I sold more, only 18. I mean, only 18. 18's a good amount. At the last show last year at Signature of Solon. So I already have like 4 or 5. Remember we did the inventory earlier and I already forgot how many I have. Okay, so that looks freaking adorable. So we're gonna keep letting these set. I do not touch them for at least another half hour-ish. So I'm gonna work on the lids. All right, well, that's pretty much it for the day. I think it's time to wrap it up. Just wanted to kind of bring you along and show you what it really does take to bring all this stuff to the market. I really appreciate you guys hanging out with me. I'm gonna finish putting the lids on these lavender salves. And yeah, again, thanks again for being here. Don't forget to like and subscribe to my Instagram, to my YouTube. I'm trying to get to 500 YouTube subscribers, so you guys gotta help me out. So awesome. Thanks so much. I hope you have a great rest of your day, and I will see you this weekend if you're local. All right, thanks guys. Bye.